get into my lesson, I want to start off giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar, Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. The salutation to the Akim on four corners, on the highways and byways in the ministry, pushing the gospel in all truth and sincerity. Shalom. This is the brother Shaquat Gavar from the Great Millstone Charlotte camp, coming at you with another lesson. My message is for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, man, according to the flesh, to the spirit, man, to scholarship, archaeology, it's out there, man, that the Negroes, history proves that the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in the spirit prove that we are the children of Israel, man, And basically, man, I'm going to, touch on about the rulership, man, the kingdom of Israel, which is prepared for us, man, for the Lord, who the word English calls God, which his name is Yahweh, who the word English calls Jesus Christ, which in the Paleo Hebrew, his name is Yahweh Shai, man. They are the only power, man, and they only care for one nation, and that's the nation of Israel, which again is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and those of Negro, Latinos, and Native American descent, man, that come from the lineage of Israel, man. But basically, man, the Lord got a kingdom set up, man, prepared for us in the near future, man. Because right now we are in captivity under the so-called white man, which are the biblical Edomites, man. And right now we are in the process of the prophecies being fulfilled that the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is about to destroy America, man, with great judgment, mainly by a thermonuclear fire, man, by these missiles, man, that's going to take place in this World War III, man. And you're going to have Yahweh Shai return with the host of angels, what the world call UFOs. He's going to return and also bring judgment on this place by shooting fire out of those chariots, man, those laser beams here on America and these different empires, man, these different empires military, man. And right after that, you're going to have these missiles that's going to take place, and they're going to destroy America, man, once they shot off from Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, NATO, but that's the judgment of America, man, being burnt with thermonuclear fire, man, by these missiles, man. And right after that, Yahweh Shai is going to establish the kingdom of Israel, starting off with the elect, man, the 144,000 and the 1/3, the ones that's believing in this truth, man, the ones that's calling on Yahweh and the Son, Yahweh Shai, man, that's doing the work, man, having the faith, man. But those are the ones that's going to inherit the kingdom on the first go-round, man, once the kingdom of heaven is established here on the earth, man, in Israel by his righteous or rightful owners, man, which are the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So you Edomites that's over there in that land, you fake Jews, you Israelis, that land also is going to be destroyed in this up-and-coming World War III, man. But it's different from Israel and America. America is going to be destroyed, and nobody's going to inhabit this land anymore, man. But Israel is going to be destroyed, man, with you gutter rats in it. And the Lord is going to cleanse that land from you Edomites, man. And he's going to set up the righteous or the rightful owners, man, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in the land of Israel, man, because that's our land, man. And the Lord has scattered us out of our land, man, over here to the shores of America and throughout different parts of the earth, man, under you heathens, man. But the Lord Yahweh Shai is about to return us to our land, man, by the ways of delivering us with the chariots, man, and placing us back in our land, man. So basically, I'm going to get into that, man, how the rulership of Israel is coming, man. No other nations, man, not you Edomites, New World Order, not you so-called Chinese, you Japanese, you Arabs, you Russians, you heathen nations that thinking that you're going to overtake America and be the next rulership, superpower. The Lord have you Edomites and the rest of you heathens deceived, man, because the nation of Israel got next when it comes to the rulership, man. And it's prophesied in the Holy Bible, man. Because right now, you Edomites are the ones that ruling, man. You know, you so-called white people, man, starting off with you elites, man, the so-called Illuminati, man, you super rich central bankers, man, that controls everything, man, from the money, the oil, you know, the military, you know, the laws that you push out, your unrighteous laws, man, your wicked laws, man, that's got the people here in deceiving us, you know, doing all type of wickedness, man, you know. But the Lord is about to transition the power, man, to the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And that were the brothers out there, the prophets, mainly the men of Great Millstone, are out there preaching, man. The downfall of you Edomites in America, which is Babylon the Great, and the return of Yahweh Shai, setting up the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Israelites' kingdom, man. And we're going to rule with rulership, man, over you other nations, man. The main nation we're going to rule over is the Edomites, man. Right along with you Chinese, Japanese, and you Arabs, man. But right now you in the ruler seat, man. You Edomites right along with you heathens. But the Lord is about to switch it up, man. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the time? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that follows? So the Ezra asking the Lord when it's going to be, basically when the kingdom is going to come, man. When is this great day of Yahweh shall return to bring destruction to our enemies, man, and set up our kingdom, man, the kingdom of Israel, man. So, you know, I'm going to continue on. And it said, he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau was born, because Abraham was made the promise to, man, for Abraham and his son Isaac. And Isaac had his two sons, Jacob and Esau, man. Jacob represent the righteous, which are you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are our forefather, Jacob. And Esau represent you Edomites, man. I mean, you so-called white people, you Edomites, man. You know, which your forefather is Esau and his sons, man. Because we are twin brothers, man. Our forefathers, man, were brothers, man, from Isaac, man, from our father Isaac, man. But the Lord made Jacob that righteous seed and made Esau that wicked seed, man. That's why you Edomites doing so much wickedness, man. Because that's in you, man. That's your spirit. Because Yahweh Shai made you to be that way, man. To show us an example of wickedness, man. Now he's going to set up Israel to be the example of righteousness, man. In our kingdom, we're going to have righteousness, man. We're going to govern our kingdom with the laws, statutes, and commandments through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, and have you other nations follow us, man. And it said, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. And the end of a world, meaning the end of an age, man. Esau is the end of this age, man. That's why you see in the world in such a decline, rapid, you know, falling, man. You know, you got the animals dying out. The people mindset is on a low vibe, man. It's all carnal, nothing spiritual. Only thing spiritual about them is the wickedness, man. You know, you have the food polluted, the air, the water. Because Esau is the end of the world, man. The end of this age, man. The end of the rulership, man. Of this current rulership. And Yahweh Shai is going to destroy this rulership, which is the end of this age, with thermonuclear fire. And Jacob is the beginning that follows. And it's going to begin, first of all, by Yahweh Shai giving us this word, pushing it on the earth, man, telling our people to wake up and come back to Israel, man. Warning the wicked ones that if they don't get right, they're going to be destroyed. And bringing in the elect, man, the righteous one that's going to get right with Yahweh Shai, man. You know, and so that's when our world is on our age or our rulership is about to come, man. Once you're seeing the men of the Lord, the prophets being risen up, prophesying about the downfall of this place and the return of Yahweh Shai and him bringing the kingdom of heaven to Israel, man. And it's really going to begin once Yahweh Shai return, man, with those angels, man, He come out of the heavens, man, from the spiritual realm, man, with them angels, them chariots, and bring war upon these nations, man, upon these empires, man, upon these countries, man. He's going to deliver the elect. And when he delivers the elect, he's going to set up the kingdom of heaven here on the earth, man. And that's going to be the beginning of the new world, man, the new age, man, when the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are in power, man. And it said, the hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand. And other questions Esdras asked thou not. And that's talking about when Esau came out of the womb first. Jacob came with his hand on his heel, that representing Jacob pulling him down out of his empire, man, out of his rulership, man. Because the Lord is going to set up his people over these Edomites, man, over you so-called white people, man. Salah. This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. The earth is given into the power of the wicked, man. And who's controlled the earth? You so-called white people, man. That's how we know that you are the wicked and that you are Esau, man. Because you read the scripture just now that I read. It said that Esau is the end of the world, man. So right now, you in the current power seat right now, man. You Edomites, man. Starting off with your elites, man. And ain't no coincidence, man. You being exposed, you elites, you know, knowing that you the ones that run this world currency, running the having the power to control everything, man. And you are all a bunch of so-called white people, man. You know, which the Lord is about to come back and bring you out of your rulership, man. They say the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And he covered the faces of the judges, meaning the Israelites, man, for we are the true judges, man. We're the ones that's supposed to be on the ruler seat, man. But through our rebellious, not disobedience against Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the Lord had us to come into captivity under you heathens, man. Mainly you Edomites, man, you so-called white people, man. But you cover the faces of the judges thereof, meaning during the time of the 14th century, the rebirth, when you Edomites came back into power after the Dark Ages, which the Dark Ages was ruled by Israelites, man, the Negroes, the Haitians, and the Jamaicans, man, all up in Europe, man, you know. And what happened that you came back into power, you know, you took our images down that we had up for thousands of years, and you destroyed images, man, or you whitewashing, putting your image up, putting your faces up as that you was the Lord chosen people, like you the one that thinking and having the people think that you're the one that been here from the beginning, man. You know, coming to faces of all these different nations, man. Mainly the Israelites, man. You know, and the main judge being Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, man. And Yahweh Shai is a so-called Negro from the tribe of Judah, man. You know, he had a white beard, a white fro. He was dark-skinned, man. You know, he didn't look like that image that they portrayed, so-called Jesus today, man. Which that image go back to Cesare Borgia and Serapis Christos, man. You know, during the time of Greek, man. Those are Edomites, man. That's not the true image of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, or Yahweh Shai. Because the Father and the Son are so-called Negroes, man, from the tribe of Judah, man. Well, like the point is that you Edomites are the ones, the wicked are the ones that's in rulership right now. And have the power to do things throughout the earth, man. Till Yahweh Shai take that power away from you, man. You know, he's going to do it by bringing your kingdom down. He come back and bring war against you Edomites, man. And he's going to give the power to his people, man. The Israelites, man. This is Ecclesiastes, the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 8. And it says, because an unrighteous, like I'll start off at chapter 10, Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord. So the Lord gave you Edomites the power, man, to be the ones that rule in wickedness, man. You know, so the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, controls everything, man. You Edomites didn't, you so-called white people didn't get this world or have this control or conquer this world by yourself, man, on your own, man. The Lord gave the world to you, man. Gave the earth one to you to control, man, through wickedness, man. But the Lord is about to switch it up, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is all about righteous, man. Like I say, you Edomites was just an example of wickedness for us not to do, man. Now your time is up, man. Now it's the time of righteousness being pushed throughout the earth, man. And it's going to be set up through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua with the Israelites, man. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And it say, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord. And in due time, he will set over it one that is profitable. And at due time, there's one he's going to set up over it, one that's in profitable are the Israelites, man. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, starting off with the elect, man. And it said, in the hand of the Most High is prosperity of men, and upon the person of the scribe shall he lay his honor. And it's talking about the Israelites, man. I want to jump down to verse 8. And it said, because of unrighteous dealing, injuries, and riches got by deceit. And that's how this kingdom, America, was established, man, by unrighteous dealing, man. They took this land from the Native Americans and the Latinos, man. You know, the Northern Kingdom, man. You know, and they did it by unrighteous dealing, man. You know, taking the land from the Indians, man. You know, raging war against them, man. Giving them different plagues, man. You know, killing off their livestock, man. Their animals, the way how they survive, man. Burning down their habitations, man. And completely destroying them, you know, as taking them over from of their land, man. Taking them over from their land, man. And these Native Americans and these Latino tribes that they conquered are Israelites, man. You know, they came from the land of Israel, man. Before these Edomites came over here, man. And it said, because of unrighteous dealing, injuries and riches got by deceit. That's how you got America, man. By deceit, man. By lying, man. Saying you was coming with peace, but war was in your heart, man. To take over the land from the Israelites, man. From the Gadites, man. The Native Americans, man. And the Central Americans, man. And South America from the Latino tribes, man. The so-called Latino tribes, which are Israelites also, man. And it said, the kingdom is, because of unrighteous dealing, injuries and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So the reason why, mainly, because it's prophecy, but the Lord also going to destroy this land for all the wickedness that you Edomites done unto this land, to the people of this land, the Israelites, the northern kingdom, and what you did to the southern kingdom, the Negroes, Haitians, and the Jamaicans, man, by bringing all this wickedness against his chosen people. But this time, he's going to take that power from out your hand and give the earth, the power of the earth, to the Israelites' hand, man, starting off with the elect, man. So the Lord, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is the one that controls everything, man. He's the one that decides who's going to rule and who's not going to rule, man. Who's going to be on the top, who's going to be on the bottom. And now we're in the time that your kingdom is going down, and our kingdom is about to be risen up, man. And you devils are mad, man, because you're seeing the prophecies being unfold, man. And you can't do nothing about it but play right into your lot, man. What the Lord got you doing, man. This is Proverbs. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. So when the righteous in authority, for we, the Israelites, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we represent the righteous, man. Because the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shah, gave the righteous laws, statutes, commandments unto us, man. The rule, man. You know. So it say when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Because in our kingdom, man, ain't gonna be no wickedness, man. You know, when we put hell on these other nations, man, of course we're gonna be, whooping their ass, man, bringing judgment upon them, man. But we're gonna make sure they work, man, to build up our kingdom, man, and to follow our laws, statutes, and commandments, man. And after that 1,000 years of slavery of you Edomites, then these other nations gonna have, gonna be in our not in our kingdom, but still be servitude to our kingdom. But we're not gonna put much hell on them as we did for that 1,000 years, man. For the first 1,000 years of our kingdom, they're gonna be in hardcore bondage, man. And you Edomites, after you do your 1,000 years of captivity, the Lord is going to destroy your whole race, man, your whole seed, all you so-called white people. But these other nations, other heathen nations, are going to be saved to be service unto us forever, man. And it said, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourning. And who's the wicked once again? You Edomites, man, you so-called white people, man. And ever since you came into power, the earth was mourning, man. The people, the nations was mourning, man. You go over there to these other nations and take their resources, man. Wage war against them, man. Bring all hell upon them, man. So these people, these other nations, well, basically these other nations are fed up, man. They're tired of the Edomite wickedness, man. Now the Lord put the spirit on them to build up their military to go to war with you Edomites, man. And the Lord's gonna have it that He's gonna have these other nations to destroy your empire, man. Even the ones, the ones that you're of your own nation, man, like the Russians, the European NATO, man, the so-called whites in Europe and Russia, man. The Edomites of Russia and NATO, man, in Europe, man. They're gonna even destroy America, man. And America is run by the so-called white people, man, here in America, man. So the Lord got these Edomites going to destroy each other, man. In this up and coming World War III. And Yahweh Shah is going to come back and put the final cherry on the top once he come back and destroy all of y'all, man. Bring all y'all kingdom, wicked empire kingdoms down, man, and set up the Israelites, man. But when the righteous get in authority, when the Israel set up, man, the earth is going to be at peace again, man. Ain't going to be no more outbreaks of war, man. Homosexuality running rampant, man. Women ruling over the men. Children being disobedient to their parents, man. The animals dying. The water polluted. The air polluted. The food is polluted. There's not going to be any more of that, man. Because we're going to govern the laws, govern the earth, this world, our world, the kingdom by the law, statute, commandments, man. And you heathens going to have to follow it, man. Because it's going to be righteousness in the stand there, man. It's going to be righteous in authority, man. So the scriptures say that the earth languished, man, and it's defiled under the inhabited thereof, man. You Edomites are the ones that inhabit it, and y'all have defiled the earth, man. But now it's a time for the change, man, for the Lord to destroy this place, man. Because another reason why the Lord is going to destroy this place by fire, because fire is a cleansing agent, man. He's going to cleanse this filthy earth or this world that you so-called white people has polluted, man, by those missiles, man. And everything's going to be cleansed by those missiles, man. And the Lord going to have Israel on top, and for you heathens to clean up the earth, man. And we're going to restore the earth through the power, the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shah, and this people Israel being on top, man, ruling, man. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 4, verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the holy ones. So the watchers are represent the prophets, man. And we telling you the program of Yahweh Bashim Shah, man. with the prophecies of Yahweh Shem Shah, and he got set up to take place, man. This is the matter by the decree of the watchers, by the demand, by the words of the Holy Ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of man, and give it to whosoever he will, and set up over it the basis of man. So the Lord, the one that set up these nations, man. He set up the Babylonian Empire. He set up the Persian Mede Empire, the Greek, the Romans, the kingdom of Israel before it fell, man, through King David and Solomon. The Lord, the Yahweh Shem Shah, the one that set up all these powers in the current world today, man. He the one set up America, Russia, China, India, Europe, and NATO, man. The European nations, man. He's the one that's controlling everything, man. And he said he give it to the basis of man, man. And the word base means low. And the lowest of man is you so-called white people, man. Y'all defiled, man. Everything y'all touch crumbles, man. It leads destruction, man. Deceivingness, man. Pollutingness, man. So the Lord gave it unto y'all just to show his power, man. Just to show you that the power that you have, that you prideful, use, thinking that you're doing everything in your own will. He's showing you that he's going to show you that he's the only power, man. He's going to bring you down, that the power that he gave you is not going to be nothing compared to what he's going to give to his chosen people, man. The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. The Israelites, man. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 2, verse 44. And in the days of these kings shall the power of the heavens set up a kingdom, which shall never be destroyed. And it's talking about the kingdom of Israel, man. The kingdom of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Starting off with the elect. Because our kingdom, after this place destroyed, and the Lord Yahweh Shah set up the kingdom of Israel on the earth, our kingdom is never going to go down, man. It's going to be an everlasting kingdom, man. And it said, in the kingdom, it said, in the days of these kings shall the power of the heaven set up the kingdom. So the Yahweh Shem Shah is going to set up the kingdom of Israel, which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people. So our kingdom is not going to be left to all these nations, man. You know how America got all these heathen nations over here doing all type of wickedness, man. Joining in with America, man. The American folly, man. Our kingdom, man. These heathens ain't going to be joined in with us, man. The only nation that's going to be ruling is the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And like I say, man, the heathens are going to be our slaves, man. They're going to be contributors to our kingdom, man, by doing hardcore work, slavery, bondage for us, man. Is that how it is now? We the one that working for these heathens, man. They're on top of us, man. So the Lord is going to reverse it, man. He's going to put us on top and put them on the bottom, man. And they're going to be under us, man. Tributaries to us, man. To the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Israelites. And it reads, but it shall break in pieces and consume these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. Meaning our kingdom is going to overcome all these nations, man. And it's going to stand forever, man. And that's how the Lord set it up, man. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 19, verse 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. And that white horse talking about pure power, man. And what's the heaven that opened and that pure power coming out the heaven is those chariots, man. Meaning the return of Yahweh Shah, man. Coming with that great power, man. Pure power, man. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness do he judge and make war. So the Lord coming back in truth and righteousness, man. To bring war against these wicked Edomites, man. Against this wicked world, man. Against the wickedness of these heathens. Against the wickedness of you 2/3 Israelites, man. The wicked Israelites that don't want to believe on Yahweh Shah, don't believe in the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. The prophets, man, telling you that the Lord is coming back to bring judgment. So you're going to get caught up into the same condemnation and judgment of these heathens, man. So you want to be joint hand with them, man. So the Lord is going to destroy the wickedness of our people too, man. The 2/3, they're only going to save the remnant, man. 144,000, man. And the 1/3, the elect, man. And it said, and he set upon him, and he that set upon him was called faithful and true, and in righteousness he do judge and make war. His eyes were a flame of fire, representing the anger and the fury that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, where Yahweh Shah is coming back with, man. Because the Lord is not coming back to bring love and all happy days, man. Everything gonna be smooth sailing, man. The Lord coming back to bring war. He's coming back to bring fury, man. To bring destruction, man. With those chariots, man. And he's going to destroy these empires, man. These heathen empires, man. Their kingdom, man. Their rulership. Take them out of rulership. And his eyes were a flame of fire. And on his head were many crowns. Meaning he's going to take all these nations' rulership, man. He's going to be the one on top, man. Because he's the one that was chosen from Yahweh to be that Messiah, the anointed, Yahweh Shah, his son, to be the one that's going to deliver Israel in these last days, man. You know, starting off with the elect, man, and set up the kingdom of Israel on the earth that's going to let them stand forever, man. So he's going to take all these heathen nations' kingdoms down, man, because they had their time, man. Now their time is up. And it said, and he had a name written that no man knew but himself. And that represents his name is Yahweh Shah. And he gave it to the elect. It's a secret amongst the world, man. But this world don't know the Lord's true name, man. They don't know the true power, Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. The power of the so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. The Israelites, man. They call him God or Jesus, you know, Jehovah, Yahweh, Yeshua, you know, Ahia, Ashaya. Those false names, man. The true name is Yahweh, and the son name Yahweh Shah, man. Because this world don't know Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, but they're going to soon know once Yahweh Shah established the kingdom, man, and push forth his glorious, man, his authority, man. All people, all nations, including our people, is going to know who's the power of the earth, man. And this Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shah, man. And it continue on, and it said, and he was clothed with the victor dipped in blood, represent the destruction he's going to bring, man. And his name is called the Word of God. That's a title, another title for Yahweh Shah, man. Like I said, his name is Yahweh Shah, but they call him, the scriptures say he's called the Word of God, and he represents his father Yahweh, man. And he represents the Holy Scriptures, man, you know. You know, and that's the point on that one, man. The point is that Yahweh Shah is coming back to bring these kingdoms down and set up his kingdom, man, which by us being his people, the Israelites, that he only cared for, that he died for, you know, starting off with the elect, which is our kingdom also, man, when Yahweh Shah established the kingdom of Israel, man. Because Yahweh Shah is also from the tribe of Israel, or the nation of Israel, like I say, from the tribe of Judah, man. And I'm going to get a scripture proving that Yahweh Shah kingdom that he's going to set up is the kingdom of Israel, man. That we're going to be joint heirs with him, man. Joint heirs. This is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 16. And it reads, the Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. Because, you know, our spirit bear witness through these scriptures, man, that we are the Israelites, man. But the Lord said the Israelites in the last days are going to be a nation that's going to be oppressed, that's going to take on the curses that's written in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 16 all the way to 68, man. You know, the Lord said that he was going to put the nation of Israel under captivity, man. How they were going to have these curses put upon them, man. Being oppressed, man. And the only nations that fit that clearly is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. But we the only nation that was taken by other nations, man, especially the Edomites, man. Being captives under them, man. And having our land and our heritage taken away from us, man. So that's how we know that we're the Israelites through the Spirit. And also, like I said earlier, the Lord got scholarship, archaeology, and history proving that the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are Israelites, man. And it said, Romans chapter 8, verse 16, the Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. And if children, then heirs, and heirs of Yahweh, and joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. Because the Lord Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai chose us, man, the only nation, to be near unto himself, man, to be his chosen people, man. So now the Lord is about to have mercy on his chosen people, the nation of Israel, man, starting off with the elect, man, and set up the kingdom of heaven, which they about to bring here upon the earth. And then we're going to be joint heirs with him, man, starting off with the elect, man. The elect is going to be the kings and the princess and the prince that's going to rule on the earth, man. In the kingdom of heaven, man, starting off with the elect. The 2/3 that's died on this side, man, the wicked ones that's not going to make it, Israel, they're going to come back in the kingdom through reincarnation, through the seed of the elect, man. And it said, if so be that we suffer with him, because that's what we doing, man. Just like how Yahweh Shai had to suffer, man, being prosecuted, being crucified, being hung on the cross, being, whipped, having the nails drilled through his hand and his feet, having a thorn, a crown of thorns set upon his head, man. All the blood he shed for the nation of Israel, starting off with the elect. We have to suffer, man. We have to suffer persecution, man. To suffer the captivity of being under our enemies, man. Being oppressed, man. Because the Lord had to suffer and we had to suffer for our sins, man. But now we're in the time that the Lord is about to have mercy upon Israel, man. Like I say, starting off with the elect, man. When it continue on, and it said, so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. So the Lord is going to be glorified, man. Because when Yahweh Shai died for the nation of Israel, or been that sacrifice for the nation of Israel, and when he died, and on the third day, the Father, Yahweh, resurrected him, raised him up after the third day, put the Spirit back in him to raise him up, man. He went back into the chariots, man. He's going to come back in the same way, man, with the so-called angels, with the angels, man, the so-called UFOs, man, the chariots, man. And then he's going to be glorified, man. Once he returned, man. And once he returned, the elect, the ones that are waiting upon him, pushing this truth, having the faith, they're going to be glorified also, man. Because the Lord is going to deliver them and set up the kingdom of heaven with them, man. He's going to give them that power, man, to use the authority or righteousness through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shai to govern the earth, man. And that's it on that. I'm going to get this last scripture. So, we're in some exciting times, man. We're in the times that Yahweh Shai is about to set up the kingdom of Israel, man, on the earth, man. The kingdom of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. The ones that was in captives or in captives under these heathens, man. The ones that's being oppressed, man. The ones that's being slaughtered, man, by the thousand, man. Having that shameful history here in America of us being brought down as a nation, man. Being murdered, man. Now and in the time that the Lord is about to glorify us, man, and give us the kingdom, man, and we're going to rule forever, man, in righteousness. This is Revelation chapter 21, verse 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. And that new heaven and new earth represent the rulership of Israel here on the earth, man. And for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. So that the first heaven and the first earth that passed away is talking about this rulership, man. That the Lord is about to do away with by passing away, meaning he's going to bring this destruction of America get rid of these heathen rulership, man, and set up, like I say, the nation of Israel, kingdom on the earth, man, which is going to be the new heaven and the new earth, man, the new rulership, man. And it said, and there was no more sea, meaning the sea represent these people, man, these heathen nations, man. Ain't going to be no more sea, meaning they not going to have no more rulership, man. They're going to be basically captives or slaves under us, man, under the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. And it said, verse 2, and I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of the heaven, prepared as a bride, a bronze for her husband. So John, when he saw the New Jerusalem coming out of the heavens, represent, because once Yahushua delivered the elect out of the America, for the destruction of America by those thermonuclear missiles, and that's the way that the elect is going to be delivered from those missiles, man, from America, out of America, man, by Yahushua having those chariots, or have the angels beaming them up, man, you know, out of the America, being them, you know, teleporting them to the ships, man, and to the chariots, man, you know, from America, and where the elect is scattered at throughout the earth, man, throughout the world, man, you know. And once the destruction of America takes place, the new heaven that John saw, on New Jerusalem coming out the sky, represent the chariots placing the elect, with Yahushua coming out of those chariots, and the elect coming out the chariots with Yahushua here upon the earth, establish the kingdom of heaven here on the earth, man. Once the elect come out of those chariots after the destruction of America, the first thing that the elect is going to do is gather up all these heathens and put them to work, man, to build the kingdom of heaven, to build our kingdom, man. And we're going to start off by putting you elites in captivity, man. Because y'all going to escape them thermonuclear missiles, man. And y'all going to hide, but the Lord is going to set his elect up to grab you up out of your hiding places, man, out of your bunkers, out of your stations, man, and, you know, and put you in captivity. And you'll have to be servitude unto us, man, for 1,000 years, man. So that's what they're talking about when John said he saw the New Jerusalem coming out of the heavens, man. Meaning Israel, the elect of Israel coming out of the chariots, you know, back here on the earth to establish the kingdom of heaven here on the earth, man. And it said, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men. What men? The Israelite men, starting off with the elect. And it said, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, Israel, and Yahweh himself shall be with them, and be their power. The Lord is only dealing with the nation of Israel, man, starting off with the elect right now, man. And Yahweh shall wipe away all their tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. So basically, man, when the kingdom is set up, man, we're not going to die anymore, man. Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua will give us them immortality bodies, man. We're not going to get sick. We're not going to, you know, cry or sorrow, man. Having no pains, man. You know, we're going to have that angelic body, man. The Lord going to make us supermen and superwomen and super children superman, having that angelic body, man. You know, a body that's not going to die, man. That's not going to corrupt, man. A body of righteousness, man. No more wickedness, man. You know, and it might be sound strange to these people, you know, that hear us talking about the Lord giving us super men and super women with super bodies, man. You know, angelic bodies on the earth. But we see it, man, because we believe in that through the scriptures, man. And we know what's coming, man. You know, because the laws, statutes, commandments are going to be in our inward part for us not to go off forever, man. You know, and the laws and statutes are going to be in our inward part to keep us righteous forever, you know, what I'm saying. You know, and once the Lord established our kingdom, man, we're going to be a superpower, man, a real superpower, man, with super spiritual power, man, you know, power from on high, man. You know, so basically, man, our kingdom is going to be vast, man. It's going to be beautiful, man. You know, and that's what we're waiting on, man, because we got next, man, through the spirit and the power you have by Yahushua. So brothers, keep fighting, keep pushing. You know, the Lord is about to give us everything that we desire for in righteousness, man. You know, and in all truth and sincerity, man. And that's being righteous, having all the women that we want, you know. Every man having much as women as they want. They ain't have to worry about another man's woman, man. You know, having exotic lands, animals, you know, plants, vegetables, man, fruits, man, food, inhabited other planets, man. The Lord's gonna give us all type of things, man, when it comes to our kingdom, man. But Yahweh Shem Yahushua is the creator of everything, man, of this earth and other planets, man. The Lord got other planets also geared for us too, man, to inhabit, man. But the main planet that he's gonna have his headquarters on is the earth, which is Israel was gonna govern it out on the earth, man. You know, but the Lord got a lot of stuff prepared for us, man, and he's gonna put us on top, man, real soon, man, and put you heathens on the bottom, man, especially and mainly you Edomites, man, you so-called white people, man. So you heathens, rejoice, have fun. Your time is coming that the Lord is about to take you out of rulership once Yahweh shall return, man. And once Yahweh shall return, that's going to be our rulership beginning, man. You know, so brothers out there in the faith, man, keep pushing, keep fighting. Keep, praying, man. We almost out of here, man. So to the next time, I'm going to give double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, that truly rule well. Salutation to the Aki that's on the highways and byways, that's in the ministry, doing the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So keep pushing, man. Kalal, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Rakal, Kodash. To the next time, Shalom.